everybody, this is Jen from Scrapping Posh, and I am here today with a process video. This is a time-lapse video and I sped it up by 4. So this process actually took me 2 hours, and this is my BUJO / planner. I'm going to do a planner spread for October. And what I wanted to do was use my existing card making and scrapbooking supplies and some planner stuff that I had previously purchased to completely make this this spread. And I'm going to do my monthly spread, and then I'm just going to do the weekly spreads. There's 5 weekly spreads because there's 31 days in this month. And let's see, I've purchased planners before, and I've actually have at least one process video for my planners, and I just haven't found one that works for me yet, and I still don't know if this is going to work for me. But what my problem has been is that it works in one way but not another way. So like, I really like the planner that I had because it had everything I needed monthly and weekly, but then the pages wouldn't, I couldn't replace pages, so I couldn't put my trackers in there. And then I got a binder, like an A7 binder, and it zips up, and I really like that, but it's too big to transport easily, and I couldn't find dotted pages for it to make my own. Pages for it are just not readily available. So I'm going to try this. I got this the Happy Planner, and I'm way late. These have been out for a couple years now, but this is from Me and My Big Ideas, and they have the removable pages with the plastic rings. And the reason why I never got it before is because I thought the pages would come out. I just didn't think that it was, that they would stay in, but I've only used it just this one time, so I still don't know. But I got it on sale at Joann's. They were having a clearance sale and then a coupon on top of it, so I got this 8.5-ish by 11 binder with dotted pages for $3.50. So I was pretty happy with that. And I thought, well, I'm going to try this. I'll make my own. I've watched lots of YouTube videos of amazing artists making their own layouts and stuff, and I enjoy personalizing stuff. I enjoy scrapbooking, so I have stuff to do that. I thought I would try it myself. So I laid out my calendar and all my pages in pencil. And then I came in with my Tonic Studios by Tim Holtz stamp. I don't know what this thing is. What is it? The stamp thing. Hang on. Stamp platform. Okay, so I wanted to use that so my stuff would not be crooked, and I don't stamp great, so when I do stamp, it's usually the image is crappy, so I can go back and stamp it again. However, I screwed it up anyways, even with the stamp thing. So then I get this other paper out, and this is marker paper, and I just had a piece that was already cut up, and I stamped these. These are Harry Potter. They're not actually called Harry Potter because they're not, what do I want to say? They're not licensed, but they're from the greeting card, and they're called Honor Students and Magic Class, and they come with these stamps, and you can buy the dies. And it has Ron, Hermione, and a Harry look-alike. And then it has an owl and some potion bottles in the other one, some books. So I got those, and I stamped them all out. And then I'm going to take my Cuddle Bug and cut the dies out, so that's what I'm doing now. Oh, I messed them up again. I messed these up 3 times, I think, but yeah, I tried to stamp them and the paper moved. I didn't have it in the corner. So this time I was like, that's good enough. So I really did enjoy how this came out at the end. Oh, Harry doesn't have his glasses on, so you have to put his glasses on. And then I pushed way too hard, but that's okay. I was like, that's good enough. So I really like how this turns out, and I still have my trackers to do for October, and I don't know that I'll do a video on those. I may just wait till the end of the month or when I start September's spread and show you how I use my calendar, you know, if it's working for me. But I have a meal planner, a recipe tracker, or no, a meal planner, my Weight Watcher tracker, and my social media tracker that I want to do. So that will be in like future videos. I'm just going to go through some other supplies and then I'll probably put the music back on for you. Some other supplies that I use, and I'll link everything down in the description below that I can find. I use some online or some stickers that I found from artists online, and these are artists that if you just search Harry Potter images, and then like there was a couple that were like free planners stickers that I cut out on my silhouette. There was some free planner stickers that I messed up on that I cut out with scissors, and you'll see that later on. And I color in my images with Prismacolors. And then I had some Martha Stewart stamps for Halloween. So there's just a lot of different products that I use. And the washi tape with the deer on it, the bucks on it, I have no idea where I got. It's just black and white with bucks on it, but I do have some washi tape coming that looks more like a Patronus, but it's not here yet, and I needed to do the layout, so I just used that. And there is no rhyme or reason for anything that goes into this as far as decorations. I just kind of did what I thought looked good and what I felt like doing, so there's no color coding or anything like that. Maybe eventually I'll get to do that, but as of right now, I'm just keeping it pretty simple. We have a pretty busy schedule for October and November, and I'll have a separate calendar for health and a separate calendar for my scrapbooking and social media, the design teams and stuff. So there's 3 sections in the book, and my first section is planning and family, and my second section is health, and my third section is scrapbooking and social media. And then work, I have a completely different planner for work that I just use there. It doesn't even come home with me, so that's in there too. But this adhesive that I'm using is a dot adhesive, and it's just Doris dot adhesive, but it's nice because if you have images that you don't want, you want to have full coverage, you can just put that dot adhesive all over it, and only the dots that are on the image stick to the image. So like if you had a regular tape gun, you'd have to like go in and kind of move all the dots around, or you'd have to get the adhesive off the front and the sides of it. But with the dot adhesives, you don't have to do that. The stamps that I use for my days of the week, and then on the first weekly spread, you'll see I don't use the stamp set, and I didn't like it, so I went back. I reverted back to using it, and those are Teresa Collins B journal stamps, and there are 73 stamps, and they have numbers and days of the week and stuff like that, and I really liked the way that it turned out. The first week didn't turn out as I would have liked it to, so. And then okay, so before, and I do this on every page, before I outline in my ink, like I'm doing right now, and I just use the Staedtler Tri-Plus fine liners, and I end up using black and orange on all these spreads. But before I outline it, I put my stamps and stuff so that I don't have to go through an outline on my stamps. I can have the, like here, where I go on either side of the word, instead of having to try and figure out where I'm going to put stuff. I put it down before I actually did the lining. And sorry, my head's in the picture. And then that Teresa Collins set, that's for those days of the week there too. The first stamp, the October stamp, is I think it's a stamp, Stamporee or something like that, and it's just called 52012 Clear Your Calendar, and it's a fairly large set. It comes with a lot of icons, the days or the months of the year, and then a blank calendar. But it wasn't that high quality of a stamp. Like the pumpkin wasn't as thick as the month stamp, so I ended up having to stamp that a couple different times. And then for the months, I decided, or for the days of the month, I decided that I was going to use that pumpkin and orange. So I stamped it all like where the date would go in the upper left-hand corner of all the boxes. And then I numbered them all wrong. So then I had to color them in black and then number them in white gel pen. So that was a mistake. And when I colored the pumpkins in black, it bled through the paper a little bit. So had I not done that, the paper wouldn't have bled through. So that's nice. So here you see me with my wonderful idea, and then you'll see me mess it up here in a little bit. So that's really all I have. I'll try and find all the artists to the pictures that I stole offline. It's for personal use though, so I don't think that it's a huge deal. The artists put their pictures out there, and for everybody to see them, and I did see them and I enjoyed them, and now I'll see them every day. So I'm not selling them and I'm not distributing them. And then the free planner, I will try and find her. Well, I know I have her link, so I'll definitely link that in the description below, the planner boxes and stuff. And then it takes some work to get them to cut out on the Cameo Silhouette, because they're not a studio file. But after you get it, after you learn the process, it becomes easier each time you do it. So yeah, I'm just gonna let you guys go and hope that you enjoy the rest of this video. Looks like you got about 15 minutes left. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this process, let me know also, and I will continue to do similar processes. This is a great way to use your stuff. So I thank you very much for watching, and if there's anything at all that I can do for you, just leave a comment, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye. bye.